This entire face was done with one brand of makeup. And I will tell you that if I were not a YouTuber, I would use this brand exclusively if I had to choose only one. Hi guys, welcome to Mindful Midlife, where we do all things beauty, weight loss, and life over 50. Today's video is all about beauty, and it is all about one brand, Beauty Pie. I am happy to say that this video is being sponsored by Beauty Pie, and this is the second time I've collaborated with them because I have fallen in love with this brand. Beauty Pie is a one-stop shop for all your makeup, skincare, hair care, fragrance, even candles. We're gonna get started with a few things that are new to me, but not too new. I've been using them for a little bit. One of those is one I use at night. It is called the Super Healthy Skin Amazing Sleep Oil. You only need a couple drops. Like I do about 2 each night. You could do 3. This bottle's gonna last you quite a while. It's pretty runny, as you can see. It's gonna drip. It does have a fragrance to it, so that's something you need to be aware of. But what this does is it just holds in my hydration. I cannot wait till this winter when my skin feels so parched that I can put this on, because I feel like it's gonna be a game changer this winter. Another one I have been using a lot of, it's called Happy Face, and I think that's just a very fun name for this. This is formulated specifically for people who have rosacea prone skin, which I do. So it says it's Extreme Relief Cica Moisture Cream. It says it's suitable for dry, sensitive, rosacea prone skin. So this is the one I've been using during the day. It's a real light cream. It blends in really quickly. It feels really good on my skin. And it feels very good on my hands as well. And then the last of skincare that I have been trying out lately from Beauty Pie is their Ultra Light Daily SPF 30. It has green tea and peptides. I'm gonna be staying inside, but I always start with sunscreen, and that pairs really well under a lot of different foundations. I have not had any issues with it. My first video I did with Beauty Pie, I did not have their foundation, but I have since gotten it. It is their Great Skin Foundation. I wouldn't say it's a really thick foundation or a really thin. This color seems to be pretty good for me, maybe a little dark or a little warm, but I can work with it. So I think I'm going to try a couple other different shades and see if they work better, but I can work with this one. Go ahead and use their beauty sponge because it works really well. It's cute because they have 2 different sizes per pack. So the little one is perfect for getting into all those little edges on your face, those little spots. Let me tell you a little bit about Beauty Pie. First off, it is a once-a-year membership, so you don't feel like you have to be careful about your spending as much because of how inexpensive the products really are. I'm going to be as bold to say this. And I know you guys can think, yes, but she's getting paid for this because it's a sponsored video. I get that. But I've been using this product line outside of what they've asked me to. Obviously, I have to try it to see if I even like it to do a sponsorship. I would say if I were not a YouTuber that reviewed beauty products, if I had to stick to one brand, it would be Beauty Pie, because there's just so many things that work well for me. You guys know I would not partner with a brand unless I thought it was good. Okay, this foundation I would say is a medium coverage. I'm gonna see if it's buildable. I am using a sponge, which will make it be less coverage. But in the summer, I kind of like having that light feeling and not a heavy kind of thing, although this doesn't feel heavy at all. Oh yeah, it's doing a little bit more, but it's definitely a medium coverage, not full coverage, which for me is perfect. So the membership is only $59 a year, and you can try Beauty Pie for 60 days for free. So you get to buy the things at the membership price instead of full price. You also get $10 off your first order using my code, which of course I will link below. So that's a cool thing. I'm gonna go in with this powder. It's a matte. I'm going to use it on my hand first, so I'm just not that much. Oh, I almost forgot concealer. Bobby, don't do that yet. I'm going to go in with a color corrector first. This is their Super Luminous Under Eye Genius Corrector, and I got it in the color, oh my hair. I got it in the color Medium Deep, and I had the lighter one before, but I think I wanted to try this deeper one, and I'm going to use it just in this area right here where it's kind of purple. I'm going to use my finger just to push that into those creases. Do you have this? I don't know if you guys have this. I have it where I have lines vertical right here. If I put concealer on there, it'll go across them but not in them. So I like to pull it apart and kind of dab my concealer or my color corrector in there. Another YouTuber said she thinks they look like gills. All right, I'm gonna go in with their Everlast Great Skin Concealer and just do a little dab. I don't do a lot of concealer. We're gonna do a little bit more concealer later. For this, I am going to use their Pro Angled Concealer Brush. I love this brush. I just think that this is the perfect brush for concealer. It fits in my corner of my eye so amazingly. It spreads it out. I don't see the brush strokes. That looks so much better. Oh my goodness. But it's gonna even look better after I use their powder. This is the Wonder Mate Perfecting Powder in Ultra Velvet. It's got a slight color to it, and just push it onto my hand. Make sure it's all nice and distributed. Pull it apart for those gills. And then just use this under. Okay, can you guys tell the difference? I can see it big time. And it's nice and set. It is gathering a little bit on my forehead lines, but not drastic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this just on those lines, those pesky lines. All right, I'm going to do brows next, and I'm going to use their Super Brow Precision Pencil. And I am in the color Perfect Brown. So I do like this very much. I've been using it a lot since I got it. It's very fine tipped, which I truly appreciate. And we're gonna go for a very sun-kissed kind of luminous summer look. So look like I've been spending my days out at the beach, but I'm super glowy. Well, not total glowy, you know me. I don't do total glowy, but a little bit of glow for just like an evening out kind of thing. All right, it's time to get some eyeshadow on, and I am going to actually use their One Palette Wonder, and I'm doing it in the warm. This is a really cool palette. I've been using it a lot. Well, it's a warm palette, but I think it's cool. I actually think that this bronzer here is one of the perfect things to go on my eyelid for an all-over color. So I'm actually going to use it for that. Just take a fluffier kind of brush, and I'm going to just put it all over my lid. And it's actually a really pretty color. I actually love it for a contour. Evening out my skin tone, making it look all one color instead of the muddled red and veiny thing I have normally going on. I'm gonna go with their Deluxe Eye Quad from James Malloy. This is a very pretty quad. And I'm actually gonna go in with this color right here because I wanna just do a real light color instead of using the dark one here. So I'm gonna use a smaller tapered brush and then just go in the corner here a little bit. I feel like in the summer, I just like to have a nice, simple eye look. Now I'm gonna go back in and get a little bit of a shimmer on my lids. So I'm going to use this one. I am going to use my finger on this one. This is a beautiful, oh my goodness. It's just a pretty, pretty color. So I'm gonna use that just to get a little bit of shimmer in there. I'm not putting it too far up. I don't want it to get into my crease, and I don't want it to get into my little corner poof here that I have. And just kind of move that shimmer around so it's not all in one place. I'm actually going to use the highlight in this and use this on my brow bone. Just right at the top there, just to give it a little bit of a shimmer there. I like to accentuate the brow bone. That's pretty. I like this highlighter. This one here, and I'm going to do this just underneath my eye. Oh, my eye is watering. Oh, do you guys see the difference? Just so much more pronounced when I add that color underneath there. And it all comes together when I put mascara. I'm going to go in with the sculpting gel for brows. It goes on easy. It colors all those blondes and grays, and it does have hold. My trick is to put that through and then use a clean spoolie just to brush them all out and distribute a little bit more, and it works just so good that way. Okay, I went ahead and curled my lashes, and one of the things I did not use, at least I don't remember if I used it, was their waterproof mascara. Oh my goodness, this is really good waterproof mascara. And you guys know I'm pretty picky about waterproof mascaras, or any mascara. But a lot of times companies, in my opinion, skimp on the waterproof ones because I think it's not as good a seller. I don't know. I could be wrong in that assumption, but Beauty Pie did not skimp. This is a beautiful mascara. I mean, look at how long my lashes are getting. Just so pretty. It lasts all day. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't flake. It really is that good of a mascara. And it can get really strong if you want it to be really strong. So I did a little bit more on my left eye than my right. Now, I'm gonna obviously even them out. And can I just tell you, the packaging, you would never know that this is inexpensive makeup. Like, you would just not know. The packaging is very luxe. The foundation is in a glass bottle. Sleep oil, it's just, this is glass. So pretty. Just everything just feels like you are working with a luxury brand, which you are. But by having that membership, they can make it so that the prices across the board are a lower price. And I know I didn't use them today, but how many times, if you guys have watched my videos lately, you know I've talked a lot about the Beauty Pie Cream Shadow Sticks. Oh my heart. These things are so good. They're so movable. And then once you've got them where you want them to be, they will dry down and they will last all day without creasing. All day. Okay, something that they just came out with is new bronzers. And here's what is so nice about them. First, they have this packaging that is just beautiful. A nice big mirror, just so pretty. But you can buy inserts for it. So you can get this, but buy an insert, and therefore you can change it out, and it's sustainable that way. You're not throwing this away. You get an insert for it when you've run out. Isn't that wonderful? The right is Goldilocks, the left is Sunnyside. So I'm gonna use the cooler toned one to do a contour here, and contour just a tiny bit right there. I like to contour very high, almost on my cheekbone. I'm going to use a little bit bigger of a brush, and because I'm using this as a contour, I'm going to go underneath my chin. Guys, see how it blends so easily? One thing I'm just realizing I forgot to do, and I want to do it before I forget, I want to use the concealer right here. First off, my eye's a little red from when I rode this morning. I rode bikes this morning. My eyes watered, and so it's red because I was rubbing it so much. And here I have a little bit of a blemish. So I'm going to take this concealer and just put it a dot and a dot. Brush this right up, upwards. You just don't want any harsh lines. It also makes your eyes go up more, and we can all use that. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing because I'm a little white today. I don't know, I'm a little bit more. So just, this is where you want to just kind of make yourself look a little sun-kissed. So if I were out in the sun, it would hit my forehead. That is where I'd get some sun. And I love these because they're not pigmented to the point where you're like one swipe and you're like, oh great, now I'm committed. This blends so easily. Gave me just a little bit of color. I am going to warm this up a little bit more and blend it into my side here. And then because I want to do sun-kissed, I'm going to go across my nose a little bit. It's not going to be extremely obvious, but just a little bit, because if I were in the sun, that is where it would hit. So I look a little bit like I had been in the sun for a while. And I like that. I'm going to go in with their cream blush. This is in Bare Blush. And I'm going to dip it in here, and I'm going to rub it on my hand first. And you can see why. This is very pigmented, so it's very nice to know that you don't need a lot. And then I'm just going to rub this, because I only want a tiny bit on my cheeks, just to give it a little bit more sun-kissed. Oh my goodness, is this just gorgeous? If I really wanted to do full glam, I could obviously build it, which is the beautiful part of their cream blushes. Okay, that's so pretty. Okay, I do want to do a little bit more of a shimmer on my cheeks here, just because I want to add a little bit of highlight and have that summer nighttime kind of glow. So I'm going to go again into this highlight here in their powder, in their, what's this called again? The One Palette Wonder. Warm Neutrals. Get a little bit off and just rub this across my cheek. Do you see that? Oh my goodness, how pretty is that? Okay, lipsticks. I'm gonna go in with their Cowboy Nude. This is a matte lip color. It is one of my favorites. It is almost the same color as my lips. So obviously it might not look that way on yours, but for me, it's almost a perfect match. Now, what I like about their mattes is their mattes are not drying in any way or sticky. I could leave it like this. It's a pretty color, but I'm gonna add some of their collagen lip oil. This is in Nude Nectar. And this isn't gonna change the color drastically, but it is gonna enhance the color that I have and just make it a little bit more just glammed up a bit, because it's shiny, and because it's a collagen lip oil, it's actually good for your lips. Okay, that's just pretty. So that's my completed look, and I am loving it. I think I'm gonna ask Doug to take me out tonight. I'm gonna link right here my first one so you can see a bunch of the other things that I just loved the first time I did a collaboration with Beauty Pie. So I'm gonna link that there. I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.